What's going on, guys? Marcus from Wall Street Assassins back at it again with another video looking at ticker SPY on the 20-day 1 hour chart. You can see that we had a massive push up as Biden is the new president. So we had a massive rally yesterday. You can see that 385.30 is acting as some type of resistance. So we need to break that 385.30 before we could push up towards the next resistance, which is going to be probably around like 386. If not, and we start to reject this level and we come down, probably going to look for a short from 384 down towards this support at 383 over here. Overall, market is a little bit overbought, expecting a little bit of a pullback. So let's watch a few other stocks as well. Looking at Apple actually started pushing up yesterday as well on the 20-day right here. You can see that we basically were struggling before to break that SMA line, and now we're actually starting to push up. 134 is acting as resistance. Once we break this level, we could start pushing up towards that 135. If not, and we start coming back down, let's jump over to the 180 day. If we start coming back down, probably going to look for a short from 131 down towards that 128 level. Next one I want to talk about is going to be Tesla. So Tesla is still on this sideways action. You can see that it seems to be doing ascending triangle over here, where it's making higher lows, and that resistance is holding strong. So we may get a squeeze today. So definitely this is a key contender to watch today, as it does look like it may squeeze through that 861 level over here. I believe once we break 861, we could start pushing up towards 884. If not, and we start pulling back down, 850 down towards that 826. Next one I want to look at is going to be Baba. So Baba is pushing up. Jack Ma is out of hiding. It's got a little bit ahead of itself yesterday, so it's overbought, hitting a previous resistance level around that 272, 273 level. So we need to break that 273 before we can start pushing up towards that 282. And then if we start coming back down 260, down towards that 253 range. So that's for Baba. Next one I want to talk about is Roku. Roku pushed up pretty nicely yesterday. So definitely want to watch this one. It hit 448. 17, which is acting as resistance. You can see that it's kind of been holding this level since the 19th, so it hasn't really broke this level. So definitely want to be cautious and watch, because it does look like it's doing a descending triangle over here, where it looked like it could possibly drop. It got a little bit ahead of itself where it's overbought, probably a short from 420 down towards 402, or if we bounce up, I want to see a break of 448, and then we could possibly get up to that 450 and possibly retest that test 475 for the first time. So you can see I have my alert set. Definitely want to keep Roku on the watch list. Plug. So Plug was a nice runner in these last upcoming days. So definitely want to watch Plug to see how it's going. You can see it pushed up to 73 and has basically been fading off ever since. So probably a break of 57 down towards 53. And then if we break 62, we could start pushing up towards that 66 level. So it's still on a downward trend. Definitely want to wait for it to consolidate before we can see some type of uptrend from here. Next one I want to talk about is NEO. So NEO, another one that was part of the EV run up before. So NEO, you can see it hit 66.99 and it's been fading off ever since. Probably need to see a break of 58.62 before we could push up towards 61 and maybe even retest that 66 level over here. If not, 55.80, and then we could start dropping down towards 53. Another one, this one was one of my top oversold stocks. A lot of the students in the chat room took advantage of it, and you can see that we basically had a nice upward trend. I'm talking about ticker Twitter over here, where they had news where they banned Trump, and then the stock basically took a tumble because of that. Trump is no longer in office, so definitely want to watch to see how this moves in the next upcoming days. You can see that we were selling off. I kind of called it from 46 up towards that 47. We passed that. We're pushing up towards 48. The stock still has a little bit more room to run. So I believe if we break 48.04, we can start pushing up towards 49. If not, I'm looking for a break of 47, and then maybe we could retest that 45 support in which it once had. QCOM is going to be the last one I want to talk about. This one is sitting close to its highs, just like everything else today. So definitely want to be cautious, especially after the market has done a recent run up. If you guys are looking at your charts, a lot of them look overbought. signaling that we may have a pullback. It's only natural for these stocks to want to pull back after a massive run up. So definitely keep that in mind as you guys go into your trading today. But QCOM is no different. We hit 167, which is basically the 180-day high, 167.94. So we need to break that before we could start pushing up towards 170. If not, I want to see a break of 164.47 before we could start dropping down towards 159. I think this one is going to be the last one. I know I said QCOM was going to be the last one, but this one for sure is going to be the last one. Make sure you guys like and subscribe below. Leave a comment, guys. Leave a comment. So definitely want to watch Netflix. Netflix just had earnings and had a massive rally. So typically, if you think about it, stock market is all psychological. So if you just was in the stock and it was at 500 and it shot up $93, you definitely want to take some profits. So that's definitely what's going to happen soon. So watch for that as well. $579 needs to be broken before we could go towards 570. And then if we break that 593, we could go towards 600. It did get upgraded. I'm just saying that it's a little bit overbought and due for a pullback. The big drop probably would happen on the break of my trade line over here. Once we break this trade line, we could possibly start dropping down towards like 545. Not saying it's going to happen, just saying that this would be probably a good area to probably get into a good short. So this 569 level down towards that 545 level, and then that 593 level up towards that 600. But if you want to get in for a quick short, 579 down towards that 570. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.